Am I the asshole for refusing to organize anything for my boss's 50th birthday? We work in hospitality. There are only 6 staff. It's fallen onto my shoulders to organize things like a birthday cards, retirement, etc. We usually do a collection from staff and our regular customers buy a card, flower, and a gift. I don't mind doing it. I like surprising people with presentation of the gifts, etc. We don't do this for every birthday, just big ones. In the last couple years, we've had staff members turn 60, one turn 30, and 2 retirements. We have always made a big fuss. I'm turned 40 last year. I took a week off to go away for a few days with family and then returned to work. My boss casually strolled past me and said, "Don't expect any cards or anything. We haven't done anything for you." I hadn't been expecting the effort I normally go to, but I did expect a card from them all. I spoke to my coworkers about what my boss had said, mainly because I thought it was really callous and cold. We all get along really well and we're good friends, so it was a bit of a surprise. The most senior of my coworkers, female 61, told me that she doesn't know how to organize a card or a collection because that's my department, so she didn't do anything. I told her the least I expected was a card from everyone. She said, "I'm not good at stuff like that," and that I'm the one who usually does that stuff, so it's unfortunate. She blamed my boss and said that he should have done it. When I asked my boss why he hadn't done anything for me, he said it's my coworker's responsibility to organize something. He said he did think it was weird that they forgot, but said he's not the one here to remind them. Fast forward to this year. He tells me he's taking a month for his 50th later this year, and that when he comes back, he expects to come back to a massive fuss. He's expecting a huge collection because he's the boss, so our customers should chip in lots for him. I told him I'm not having anything to do with organizing anything for him. No one made an effort for me, so I'm not making an effort for anyone else. He said it's about giving and not taking, and that I'm being selfish, and he'll be furious if nothing happens. I told him he'll be furious then. He said I shouldn't do things for other people because I expect things in return. I told him it was selfish of him to expect people to make an effort to celebrate him when he does nothing for other people. I told him that it was about them not doing anything for me. I wouldn't have brought it up if he hadn't pulled me aside and told me that none of them had bothered. It's not like they forgot, they chose to do nothing. He just keeps saying it's about giving, not receiving. I told him it's a bizarre thing to say by someone who's never It's a bizarre thing to say by someone who never gives but always receives. I'm going to write. I'm going to run a seminar for Redditors called Punctuation. Other things but periods exist. Anyway, he reminds me on a weekly basis of the stuff he wants. I keep telling him to speak to someone else. He thinks it's my job to remind someone else to do it. He thinks I'm pretending I'm not doing anything. Fucking burn his business to the ground. That's the advice of the court. Find this man's house, fuck his wife, make his children disown him, and then quit. That's the advice of the court. This is so sad. Yeah, that's heart-wrenching. Like, how horrific of a person must you be? Like, this is cartoonishly evil. You're the bad guy in an 80s office drama. I mean, I don't even know how much we have to go. We'll read a couple of the comments, but, like, I don't know how far we have to go into that, because it's pretty cut and dry. Not just the boss, but that no one did anything. People... I keep telling people this. I will tell people this until the day that I drop dead, okay? Your coworkers are not your friends. Your coworkers, not your friends. Coworkers, not your friends. I've been very close to a lot of my coworkers in jobs that I've had, like super close, where, you see each other every day, especially when I was working in restaurants, because you worked 16 hours a day. You were in the same room with the same 5 people for 14 to 16 hours a day. I was very close with these people. Not my friends. The minute I quit that job, I never heard I never heard from any of them again. Yeah, but if you spend 8 hours a day with them and you always remember their birthdays and do something, the least they could do is a card. No, they won't. They will not. They're not your friends. And if you try to, do something kind for them, like being the de facto one who sets all this up, it will never turn out well for you. That doesn't teach people to like you. It teaches people to take advantage of you. That's what jobs exist for. Jobs are a vehicle for you to be taken advantage of. You sell your body into labor, and it acts as a vehicle for you to be taken advantage of and robbed. That's what a job is. Obviously, your boss is a huge perpetrator, and your fellow employees to a lesser extent, but still part of it. Plus, they actively chose not to. It's not like they forgot, because they're not your friends. Again, anyone who needs to hear this, come in close. Let's talk. Your coworkers, I'm talking to you, are not your friends. The minute you leave that job or you stop being useful to them, you're dead to them. Anyway, with that delightful message out of the way, let's look at the comments. Of course, this is not 100% of the time. I'm sure I'm gonna get people who go, Cardboard, I'll have you know, I met my best friend at work, and we've been friends for 400 years. And I quit that job a decade ago, but we still see each other every other Saturday. And, great for you. But 99% of the time, that does not happen. Imagine how much easier workers organizing would be if they treated each other like friends. It's almost like workers being in constant competition with each other and being rewarded for being catty and narcissistic is part of the capitalist ploy to keep workers from uniting. Crazy. Insane. It's almost like office culture is super toxic. And so is capitalist working construction. No, we're not doing this. How do I block somebody? My God. What a time to get a bot. How do I do that? You get out of here. You get out of here. Report. Report for spam and scam. Follower bot scam. Block this user. Goodbye. I forgot you had moderator powers. That's good. Imagine how much easier. Yeah. So yeah. Capitalism's a scam, is what we're saying. Anyway, not the asshole. It's not hard to go to the store and buy a form from All of Us birthday card and write 6 names on an envelope. Coworker's birthday collection, please return to Gussie. Heck, you can order a card on Amazon. Around here, the grocery stores even sell cakes. Excerpt, charming. Nothing says welcome back like being told no one could be asked to get you a card when it's the office norm. Sounds like your boss is going to be very disappointed when he returns from his vacation. Yeah, you know what? What you should take from this, is not only that you are not the asshole, so incredibly not the asshole, but also that your boss deserves nothing in life. Your boss deserves to die alone and miserable and receive nothing from anyone for the rest of his miserable existence. And I don't think that's a wild take. I think his Ebenezer Scrooge ass should die alone in a hospital room where the nurses won't even go and check on him unless they absolutely have to, because he's a miserable pile of vomit. Turns out I have feelings about this. Not the asshole, but literally everyone else is. Yeah, obviously. I think we're just going to go in circles here, because obviously you're not the asshole. Obviously. And if you do cave and do something for your boss, you're an idiot. You're not an asshole, but you are dumb to let yourself be so blatantly taken advantage of. So I hope you don't do it.